Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome on stage Mr. Zack Stevens!
The staring. Can't you see me, love? Sorry. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Fabulous. My name's Zack Stevens. I'm an alcoholic. Wrong meeting. Do you know, I actually love me to play in front of a dense audience. You know, a lot of people. I come from a little sleepy fishing village, Sheffield. One of 15 children, 15 of us. It was a pleasure to see my mother sat up. Does anybody else in this room come from a big family? Hey, you've never got no money when there's a lot of kids, have you? Do you know, we were so poor at Christmas, we had to cut our presents from catalogue. I spent four years, me, praying for a bike. Then I realised God doesn't work that way. So I fucking nicked one and prayed for forgiveness. My man bought me an Action Man. I opened the box, there was nothing in. He said, I bought you the deserter. And it's lovely to be back here tonight at Blue. I was in Bradford last night. Anybody from Bradford? Do you know, I was working in Bradford and they were all local acts. I was the only coloured person on the bill. But my dog passed away a couple of months ago, but I bought a new one, a little Jack Russell. He's mainly black and brown with a little white area, so I called him Bradford. And I've never had no luck, me, you know, I'm the luckiest man in this room. I'm the only man that can honestly own up to being arrested for shoplifting in Oxfam. Actually, looking round, I think I'm the only twat that got caught. I said to that policeman, I said, what do Oxfam do with them shirts? They never sell them. He said, they send all them to Ethiopia. I said, what, 17.5-inch neck? And I'm so unlucky me, I lent my friend £10,000 for plastic surgery. Never paid me back, I ain't got a clue what he looks like now. But my brother's even unluckier than me. He phoned me from hospital, he said, Zack, he said, that Dyson ball cleaner's not what you think. And just a few months ago, ladies and jelly beans, me and the wife celebrated our 32nd wedding anniversary. 32 years. God, I was depressed. Do you know, I was so depressed. We both got depressed. Excuse me, somebody's trying to fly off with his mic. We were so depressed, we decided suicide. Sad, isn't it? Went to the top of Flamborough Cliffs. You know, just after she jumped, I fucking started to feel better. Have we got another mic, Stan? We got another mic backstage, please. What do you mean, piss off, fatty? I'm only asking. But you won't believe this, ladies and gentlemen, I actually get to travel around a lot now. And I recently went to that capital of entertainment in Spain, Benidorm. Do you know the first time my manager sent me to Benidorm, he sent me in December. I walked on stage in Benidorm in December. I was the only person in that room with my own fucking hips. And they still keep the beach topless. One lady had a nipple ring fitted, she kept trapping it in her toe. And there's a sign up Promenade in Benidorm, have you seen it, that steel hand like that? And it says, English speaking doctor. I thought, pissing hell, we haven't even got them in Sheffield. Because I think about things like, you know, dead serious stuff that you might see every day, but you don't think a lot about. You know, serious stuff like, how does acupuncture help pins and needles? Or what would happen if you got scared after death twice? Or how come every time somebody knocks on the front door, the dog thinks it's for him? And who cleans guide dog shit up? And what colour would a Smurf turn if you choked it? And how come in this day and age, 21st... How come in this day and age, if a man talks dirty to a woman... Sorry? We're going to be a duo, me and you, aren't we? Symbolics. I'll be Sim. How come in this day and age, if a man talks dirty to a woman, it's sexual harassment? If a woman talks dirty to a man, it's £3.85 a minute, innit? And I know that, you know, because I've started using them chat lines. I got my phone bill last week, £600. I'll tell you what, lads, don't phone that stuttering sluts. And I come from what used to be a nice part of Sheffield, British sector. But I'll tell you what, we've got some dodgy neighbours, us. You can control a lot of things, but you can't control your neighbours, can you? Do you know, one side of us, they've moved a pair of them lesbians in. Now, they're not bad girls, they bought me a Rolex for Christmas. But I think they got confused when I said I want a watch. And across from us, they've moved a Muslim family in. Now, they're not bad, but the old man keeps bragging he's got the whole of the Quran on DVD. All I said, will you burn me a copy? Stop fucking talking to me. And at this side, they've moved a young lad in. He's half American, half Iraqi. He's his own worst enemy, that kid. And have we got anybody in from London? London's a strange... How are you, mate? All right? Just killing time till you got back. London's a strange place if you go, because especially if you come from Yorkshire. Because you know them southerners, them cockneys. They talk to us northern lads like our heads button up the back. I got in a taxi in London, I said to the driver, I said, Waterloo, please. He said, the station? So I'm a bit fucking late for battle, aren't I? And he said, why would you want to be born in Yorkshire? I said, I wanted to be near my mother. to see me mum today because she's older than me, you know. But she's not in very often, my mum, because she plays bingo for England. I think she's a vice captain or something. But she was sat in kitchen. I said, "What are you doing, mother?" She said, "A 6,000-piece jigsaw." I said, "Oh," I said, "What's the picture?" She said, "A cockerel." I said, "They're cornflakes, mum." She said, "You lousy swine, I'd just finished corners as well." And I phoned my grandma, because she's 102-year-old, my grandma, and still full of fun. I said, "Hey, Grandma, so have you found my little white tablets in your bungalow? They've got LSD written on them." She said, "Never mind your tablets, what about all these fucking dragons in my kitchen?" And I've started doing a little bit of acting as well now, you know. I'm an actor. And I'm just taking a part in that, I'm going to get a little snippet from that famous film, Look Back in Anger. Go on, fucker! Oh, I shouldn't swear, my mum's in as well tonight. Yeah. But I thought I'm going to go out for a drink, because you know when you've been married a long time, the respect goes, doesn't it? Because she'll say to her friends when he's sat in the room, "Don't talk to him, he's a complete idiot." Well, I'm not, there's bits missing. But you girls change, I'm going to prove it tonight without a doubt of a shadow about it. Because after 32 years of marriage, do you know my wife's now put between her boobs to turn me on? A belly button. And I went and bought one of them see-through 90s. And I could see straight through it as well, straight to jumper. But I phoned her up, I said, "Good evening, Flower. I wish you were me tonight in this hotel room so I can undress you, lie on this bed and explore your intimate bits." She said, "Who's speaking, please?" A friend stopped me and said, "Zack," I says, "how come your hair's always like that?" So when I've had a good drink, you know, I go home, I fool around with the wife, I go under the covers, just a little bit lower, and when I come up, my hair's like this. If you want this style, just try a similar method. I saw him the other day, exactly the same. I says, "You never did it, did you?" He said, "I bloody did. And haven't you got a lovely house?" I thought, I'm going to show her, I'm going to find a pub in London and I'm going to get drunk. You ever tried to get drunk in London? You get the bloody Benz first, won't you? But I went to that mucky part of London, that's Soho. Have you been? I found a lovely pub, the Disappointed Virgin. Sorry, the Halfway Inn. I paid £3.50 to get into this pub, thus dispelling that vicious rumour that Yorkshiremen are tight. I'm not tight, I'm careful. In fact, I've had from to our house double glazed so grandkids can't eat ice cream, man. But I paid £3.50 to get this pub, ladies and gentlemen, I got the shock of my life. I'd paid £3.50 to get into a London men-only pub. Yes, Uphill Gardeners. A room full. I was so angry, me, that I said to this fella that I'm dancing with, as I've got to get out of here, he says, you can't, we're in the final. And I were in Barnes the other night and I worked with one of them mediums, you know, the host with a ghost. And I thought, I'm going to sit in the audience and see what happens. And I was sat over on his right-hand side, sat next to this old Barnsley girl. And he walked on stage and all the lights went dim. And he said, I can feel a presence. I thought, presence where? He says, I'm getting a message through. It's for someone over this side. Why is my mic not as loud as hers? He says, it's over here. There's someone trying to get a message through. It's for someone over here. The name begins with R. The old lady said, I bet it's our Tony. But ladies and gentlemen, I tell you what, honest to God, London's a strange place, because I was driving through London, I got pulled over. And what have you noticed, especially in London, them policemen, if they know from Yorkshire, they talk to you like your head buttons up back. This policeman, he pulled me over, he said, you're the driver of this vehicle. I said, it's an automatic, I've got to be here. Because I was walking through Sheffield last week and this policeman with his dog came rushing across the road, stuck his hand in the middle of my chest and said to me, my dog tells me you're on drugs. I said, you're talking to a dog and I'm on fucking drugs. And I got pulled up on a dual carriageway. I stopped the car. I said, is there a problem, Ossifer? He says, you've been zigzagging all the way up this dual carriageway. I said, I'm trying to miss them trees. He said, that's an air freshener and you were pissed. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been fabulous. Thanks for listening. Good night, God bless. Thank you.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, come back, Zack. One more time, Mr. Zack Stevens. Thank you, Zack. What a guy, he's funny, isn't he?